Hi, everyone, and thank you very much for joining me for my latest guest on the Human Factor Security podcast. This is one of our quick-fire interviews with my fellow presenter for the upcoming Africa Secure Culture Conference. Hi, Sanjana, how are you?
I'm doing really well, Jenny. Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, no, thank you for coming on the show. You're an amazing person. First of all, can you let everyone know what it is that you do and where you do it?
Yes. So currently, I am a lead stakeholder development and technology policy for Technology Against Crime Africa, which is an NGO based in Nigeria. And I'm also currently leading one of the initiatives for CyberPeace Foundation called the Cyber Diplomat Initiative. And so basically, I'm in the sector of cybersecurity and cyber diplomacy, and that's what I want to do for the future.
And you've been, studying these things for a few years. You have a load of qualifications to do this, right? You just finished a degree in, I think, Tel Aviv. Is that right?
Yes, yes. I did my security and diplomacy MA.
Mm-hmm.
I got a scholarship to study there, so I studied that and it was quite a nice experience because this was studying political science
Mm.
from a technology background and getting to know about the other aspect of technology, which is all about politics and cyber warfare and security and diplomacy and how that integrates into this world of technology and cyber. So it was actually my studies was mostly the conventional way, but I tried to integrate that with the cybersecurity concepts that I had learned before.
And did you always want to work in security and with technology? Was it a passion of yours?
Not at all. In fact, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. And in fact, I started with that in mind. So when I, in fact, got into my computer science engine, so I'm from a business family. Everybody in my family, my mom, my dad, and everybody around, they do business and they don't know anything apart from business. So this is what I thought I would do. I would probably become an entrepreneur and take up some idea and build a business out of it. And I took up cybersecurity, computer science engineering with a specialization in networks and entrepreneurship. When I was in my when I was doing my bachelor's degree in college. And all my projects was actually surrounded around these business ideas and social entrepreneurship ideas also. Because I was very passionate about solving social problems, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what was the force that drove me to do that work and to study more. So in fact, whatever I took up, I had entrepreneurship in my mind, but it went somewhere else
Ah,
altogether.
there's still time. You can still be an entrepreneur. I'm sure you will achieve it. So tell me about the CyberPeace Foundation.
Yes, so CyberPeace Foundation is an NGO in India, and they basically work on four pillars like number one, it is capacity building and awareness training
Mm-hmm.
in the area of cyber. The second pillar is policy and advocacy, where there's a lot of research that is done within the foundation in the area of cyber. And they give policy recommendation to the government of
Okay.
India and a lot of other organizations that are based in India. Then they are also based in the area of training the police and law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
So because that is something which is on one angle it's the civil society and the other one it is the law enforcement that they train.
Yeah.
And they are also into Center for Excellence, basically um, creating entrepreneurs in universities and colleges and helping them out. So there are for excellence in about 40 different colleges across India. These are the Cyber Peace Center for Excellence, and so basically they work on various domains all over.
Well,
all around.
it just sounds
Yeah.
amazing. And I mean, let's talk a little bit just about your talk that's coming up. It's the 11th of November, the Cyber Security Africa conference that I'll put some links up. Your talk is about gender and culture and technology use for rural development. I mean, tell us, just give us the headlines of what this talk. It sounds an amazing talk. So tell us how they link together and what we can expect from that talk.
Sure. So actually, currently there's a project which Technology Against Crime Africa has taken up. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, one of the pillars of TAC Africa is TAC Africa is an NGO that is based in Nigeria, Abuja. And they deal with various, one of the pillars is basically social, solving social problems using
Mm-hmm.
technology. And so there are projects that we are having currently where we are using drones and counter drone systems to help the civilian population, also the farmers, and especially women empowerment, especially in the rural areas of Nigeria. And this is one of the projects that we are dealing with. When I thought about, when I got um, um, this proposal for this particular conference, I was just thinking of talking about this topic because I have had experience in the rural area,
Yeah.
working with some of the farmers and also the traders and the small businesses in the rural areas, and the problems that they face, especially the women. I
Right.
think, especially, I've actually I had been to a place in Rajasthan called, it was a Bishnoi village, which was near Jodhpur
Mm-hmm.
in Rajasthan. And so my experience over there, it just made me think about why is ICT not integrated in the rural areas, because
Mm-hmm.
there's so much possibility.
Yes.
And it was heartbreaking to see that the rural women, especially, and the Bishnoi tribes, who are known for their integrity, and they are known for their their work for the environment. And
Yes.
when I found out that there were some corrupt practices in the village of that that Jodhpur, that village, I thought that ICT, why isn't it being integrated into the rural population so that they can benefit and they can be connected to the customers, and they can benefit in a very different way. They don't have to get into illegal means of
Yeah.
earning money, or they don't have to give up their integrity, because technology is an enabler.
Yes.
And so these, and that particular experience, in fact, talking to the local authorities and getting to know about the ground reality, which is very different from what we read in books. I actually went on to do my masters at LSE, being motivated by that particular, and to solve that problem. And in fact, reading many books and also questioning myself about how we need to solve that problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an easy thing. It's not a one person thing. It's definitely a collective effort that needs to be, and there is a lot of awareness and a lot of things that come into play.
Well,
And
this is a
one
great place to start at the conference. Then I can't wait to hear your talk.
Yes, I would love to share, in fact, some of the live experiences, and also some of the case studies, which are mostly based in India, even in Nigeria, and especially the case study where there is one case study about Rwanda,
Mm-hmm.
and about how they went on for the ICT development and empowerment of women, and bridging the gender divide. So I think that's a very, very big success story. And then there are other stories and problems, like, for example, in there is one issue which was in Kalahandi district of Orissa. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is a very well-known case. And this is a case where, technology was the one which actually enabled people to get access to finance. Microfinance and also integrating them with the biometric database,
Yes,
and
I did
how
see
that
it.
was transferred directly into their account because of those initiatives. Earlier, there were middlemen who used to take away
Mm.
the money. However, this is not a foolproof solution. I think the foolproof solution is yet to come. I think this can only be done through cyber awareness. It can
Mhm.
only be done because even today in the area there is hardly any awareness. So even if the villagers they have the bank account, there are high chances that the money will go into the hand of somebody else because they don't have any cyber awareness,
Okay.
and so that's still a problem in these villages. And yeah, I hope this conference will set the platform for
Well, let's hope so. And I can't wait to hear your talk, Sanjana. And we will put links to the conference. We were going to try and get these videos out prior so that people can register and watch what I'm sure is going to be an amazing talk. Let's get you back on the show and let's talk more about your story in the future sometime. Let's really find out, because I know that you're an accomplished academic and that you're spreading this program. We'd love to see more of those case studies here on the Human Factor Security podcast. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye for now. We'll see you speaking at the conference on the 11th of November. And I'm very grateful for your time because I know you're a busy lady. So thank you so much for coming on the show, Sanjana Rathi.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much for having me.